Hi guys, bit of a different one today. I've got a lot of different microphones that I've basically acquired through the years, whether it was like my OG microphone, which was this one that you're currently hearing right now, the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. It turns on with the camera, and I really like it, and I've been using it for ages. I'm just having an issue right now because most of the audio that I use, I send through the Zoom H5 recorder. However, I feel like I've noticed that even with my previous one, I had such a high noise floor where when I'm not speaking like this, you can hear just a bit too much noise. And this is regardless of whatever microphone I send through it. This came up because recording with the Shure SM7B into the Zoom, it sounded so much worse than if I was recording it into my computer. And so this is basically a little fun test to find out what the microphones sound like. I like this type of content. I just want to know the answer, so that's why I'm here. So, right now you're hearing the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. Hello, my name is Edinger, and welcome back to my channel. Also, I have the Sennheiser MKE 600. Both of these microphones, by the way, right above me. Hello, my name is Edinger, and welcome back to my channel. And lastly, I have a new addition here, which is hopefully for other types of shots where I have to walk away. This is the Rode Wireless Go 2 with a Rode Lavalier Go hidden right here above me. Hello, my name is Edinger, and welcome back to my channel. Cool. So, each of these has been put through the Zoom H5, and so we're going to see how this compares to putting each of them directly into the Mac through Logic software and recording, and also through my new preamp, the Audient ID14 Mark II. By the way, I was recording using QuickTime Audio, which, you know, is a nice free program that I have. However, I did come across an issue where, after filming a 40-minute video, QuickTime went, oops, my bad, error. No audio got recorded. So just word to the wise, maybe don't use that. But I do have Logic, so I'm using that. Now, let's see what the Shure SM7B sounds like. Hi, my name is Evan Edinger, and welcome back to my channel. This is the Shure SM7B plugged directly in to the Zoom H5, and here's what silence sounds like. Alright, so now let's try it through my ID14 Mark II. So now we've made it to part 2 of the test. I'm currently recording with the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus plugged directly into the A7S III, and that's what you're hearing now. Hello, my name is Evan Edinger, and welcome back to my channel. Here's some silence. Alright, and now I've switched over to the Sennheiser MKE 600, and this is plugged into my Audient ID14, which is then routed through my MacBook Pro and is recording in Logic Pro. Hello, my name is Evan Edinger, and welcome back to my channel. This is silence. Alright, and lastly, let's do the Shure SM7B and hear how that sounds. I'd love to plug the VideoMic Pro Plus into my preamp, but I don't think I can. The one big negative I don't really like about this microphone specifically is that it's not XLR. But hey, what are you gonna do? All right. And now we're on the Shure SM7B. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Evan Edinger and this is some silence. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Now I've got one more test, which is to keep all the XLRs going into my Audient, but instead of recording through Logic, what I'm gonna be doing is actually going out of the Audient and into the Zoom, because I think that's where the noise is coming in, and hey, we'll see if this test has any applicability to you, to me. Let's crash into me. Dave Matthews Band, I'm an old man. All right, and here we are, the actual reason I started this whole thing. I now have the Shure SM7B plugged into my ID14 Mark II, and then that audio is going out, passing through a ground loop isolator to prevent interference, and it's going directly here, well, indirectly, I guess you could say, into my Zoom H5. Now, hopefully, I'm going to say the sentence. Here we go. Hello, my name is Evan Edinger. This is my channel, and this is some silence. And now, let's compare what this microphone sounds like going through the Zoom to what the microphone sounds like going to Logic. Here we go, back to back. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch to the Sennheiser MKE, put through the Audient, and then put through the Zoom, just for my final test. I'm so excited about this. I can now have definitive proof of all this stuff. And just for funsies, I figured you might as well hear, this is what the onboard microphone sounds like if I was recording just with the camera and no microphones. Hi, my name is Evan. This is silence. Terrifying. All right, the final test here. This is the Sennheiser MKE 600 through the audience, passed through a ground loop isolator, and now it's just going straight into the H5, and this is some silence. Okay, hopefully that sounds good. The main issue here, I think, is that from all my testing and from my research of watching other YouTubers talk about this issue, when I'm using the Zoom H5 here, I'm not actually able to turn the input gain lower than 3, because if you do that, it creates a bit of interference and like, and it's dreadful. So I basically have to have this at 3 at all times, which means that I have to use these supposedly good preamps over the better preamps I have in other devices. So either way, this has been a fun test. Now I'm just going to hopefully show you the results, tell you what I think, and what this means going forward. I'm a tech boy. Geez, I didn't realize just how many permutations and combinations of different microphones and things there were. Arguably, one of the ones I really want to know about is what this wireless Go microphone sounds like when it's recorded through my H5. Just because, you know, if I'm out and about, I would like to be able to get some good audio if I'm doing some like travel vlogs and not really have to worry about it. Now, that being said, I don't know if I even need the H5 anymore because the wireless Go 2s record directly onto their device, uncompressed, for safety. If you're someone else that makes videos, tell me, do you think that should be what I do? Do you think I should keep the H5 for this particular purpose? Either way, this is what this sounds like. And that was silence. But also, now we have one final, geez, I feel like I've said there's one final test to do multiple times. Now it's time to test out the lavalier plugged into the Zoom. And this is what it would sound like if I was speaking through the lavalier. Hi, my name is Evan Edinger. Welcome to my channel. That was silence. All right, it sounds like I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Let's go. To the desk. All right, I'm back at my desk, and I'm actually set up to film a main channel video right now. What have I learned today? Well, first of all, it seems to me, after listening through all that the common denominator here is definitely the line-in of the Zoom H5. It just produces such a horrible buzzing sound, or sometimes not consistent, but like a ee. And what's really frustrating about this is that I have done, to the best of my knowledge, everything possible to avoid this. You know, I did route the signal out of my preamp and put it through, you know, a ground loop isolator. And also on top of that, I didn't have this plugged in because it used to always have this issue when I was actually using this with the AC power, but I'm using battery and it still produces the issue. And what's also a thing is that this was the same issue I was experiencing on my Zoom H4n, which is the reason I upgraded to this about a year ago. So it seems like for what I'm using it for, this is kind of useless. I did find that when I was putting the Sennheiser directly into the Zoom, I found that one pretty pleasing. The noise floor was not really there, but for anything else, really, it just sounds so much worse than if I just route it through Logic Pro. And so for my purposes, I think I'm actually going to start using the MKE 600 now as opposed to the Rode. You can disagree with me on what you think, which one of those sounds better, but I do think the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus just has a bit too much bass. It's not quite as clean, whereas the MKE 600, like, sent through the audience, oh my gosh, it sounds so nice. And it's just because the Sennheiser is an XLR microphone, I just feel a lot safer and more comfortable with getting the audio out and not having to have as much of those like possible glitches with the sound. So yeah, from a creator's perspective, I cannot recommend this device, not necessarily unless you're going to be doing this, just XLR. And even then, I just don't like it. I'd rather find another way. In terms of the like lapel mics though, I think they sound really good when just plugged directly into the camera. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna be phasing out using this external recorder from now on. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a different one. I'm accidentally shooting this in 50p. Whoops. But anyway, thank you for checking out this weird second channel video. If you made it this far in your creator, cool. I hope it helped. I feel incredibly satisfied. I got my SM7B totally sorted out for my Twitch audio now. I've got all my stuff going through the Audient and then also through into the A10 Mini, and it sounds really nice. Also for main channel videos, I'm going to be doing when I'm sitting at the desk here, just through the Audient and into Logic, and when I'm sitting at my bed, I'm switching to that MKE 600. It feels good to feel like I've got it sorted out. Also, I did forget to put up the sound blanket because it's my second channel and I didn't really want to have to put up too much effort despite the effort I went through for this video. But hey, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Don't know what that's going to be. Just whatever I want on this channel. That's what I love about it. Stay classy. Goodbye.